Thanks for tuning in to this M8 smoke device unboxing video. So I'm going to be going over some of the components in here, why they're in here, and then I'm going to go over some other materials that you will need and go over a couple of future projects. So this is the M8 smoke device kit. It's actually just a starter kit. All of these components you'll be able to purchase separately. So again, this is to introduce you to the method that I created. I have a very deep manufacturing background, and I like to make a lot of these. And so what I did was created a system that streamlines the process, makes it easier, make a lot more of these, a lot faster and a lot cleaner. So in the kit you're going to get 4 of these cans. They're already pre-painted and they're already pre-punched with a hole in the bottom. You're going to get some clear cups. This is for making your mixture. A bag full of goodies. I'll go over that in just a minute. The M8 smoke device heads. You're going to get 4 of those. You're going to get what I call is a steel core rod, and I'll go over what that does. A wood fixture. An M8 sticker. Everybody loves stickers. And a nice printed color manual. So the manual is going to go over everything you are going to need in order to make a complete M8 smoke device. There's a video that I have linked with this QR code that is the video version of this manual. It's a little bit more visual, a lot more detailed. So if you need extra help, you can always scan this code and it brings you right to the video. It's a long video. It's about 30 minutes long. It has chapters, so you can skip along. To purchase more components, you can go right to my website with this QR code. If you're watching this video, that means you saw something posted on my Instagram, or you are directly subscribing to my Touch of Tism channel. So you can get to either of them with these codes. So let's go over what some of these components do. So in the goodie bag, you have a few things. You have some super glue. You have this rubber plug. You have some vinyl circles, stickers, and some alcohol wipes. So the purpose of the wood fixture is to keep the can stabilized when you're making the mixture and pouring it into the can. The rubber plug is to go on the bottom of the can so that it seals it off and nothing will leak out the bottom. And that goes right in the fixture. The steel core rod is meant to give you a nice through hole in the can, so you're not drilling a core to put the head with the igniter down the center. It gives you a nice clean hole. There's no drilling, there's no debris to clean up or anything. You just take this out once the mixture is cooled down and take out the rubber plug, and you have a nice through hole through the center. This is a polished steel tube. It's tube because if in the event that it does get stuck, you can always use a heat gun to heat the tube. It transfers heat a lot better than a solid rod and will allow you to pull it out. It's also polished, so it's a lot slicker, so material doesn't get stuck to it as easy. And it's in this bag, it's oiled, so it doesn't rust. It is steel. So next is the M8 igniter head. So you're going to get 3 of them that are assembled, and you're going to get 1 that is somewhat disassembled. The purpose of this is so you have the rubber plug on the bottom, you have the steel core rod that goes on the top, but what is going to keep this from not staying center is you're going to use the cap of the can, and you're going to screw that down, and you're going to throw this in the fixture when your mixture is inside, and it's going to cool down a lot faster in the freezer. And then once it's solidified, you'll be able to take the cap off and then take the core rod out, and then perform the same operation with the next one. After you get all 4 of them filled and done, then you can start assembling the cap. All of this is covered in the instructions. So after the mixture is in the can and it's cooled down and solidified, and you assembled the igniter onto the M8 head and screw that down, you're going to be filling the bottom with another mixture, which is covered in the manual. You're going to use the alcohol wipes to clean off the bottom, and then you're going to apply this sticker to seal it up. This is the final step. This is the christening moment right here. The manual goes over what the super glue is for. This is for gluing the pull string igniter to the brass tube. So all of these components you can purchase separately. You can buy more of these fixtures, so you can do 4 at a time. You can buy the steel core rods. You can buy the cans, the rubber plugs. I'll be offering a full 12x12 sheet of these stickers. I'm not going to offer the alcohol wipes. It's cheap enough for you to go out to Walmart or CVS and get some 70% alcohol or 90%, whatever you want to use, as long as it's dry before you apply the sticker. These are just as a courtesy to put it in the kit. Same with super glue. Cheap enough for you to get it on your own if you need more. So I'm not going to be offering that. The cups, same thing. These are solo cups. I prefer these because they're lower in height. They're less likely to tip over. If you have a tight workbench that you're working on with a lot of clutter, and you knock into this, not really going to tip over. A taller cup will tip over. And if you use a foam coffee cup, which most of them are a little bit taller than this, like when you have family over, everything sticks to the foam. So don't use the foam cups. Use either the red solo cups, or I prefer these shorter, clear ones, cocktail cups. So I'm going to talk about some of the things that you're going to need with the kit. You're going to need to go out and get this on your own. Is a pocket scale. You can get these on Amazon, on eBay, Walmart, Harbor Freight, that this one's from. You're going to need one of these. Next is you're going to need a single burner, whether it's an induction style burner or one of these coil ones. You're going to need one of these. You could use the stove in your house, but you know, I prefer to do this in the garage, so this is a little bit more portable, a lot smaller, perfect for a workbench. And I have a link to this on my instruction video. So if you want to get this exact same one, I have a link to that. Another thing you're going to need is a pot, whether it's one that you have at home that you don't care about or one that you can purchase. You're going to need a small pot. Don't use your wife's favorite one. Get another one. And I have a link on my instruction video to a small pot. It's like about $7, I believe. It's like a saucepan. Yeah, and it's relatively pretty cheap and easily available. Another thing you're going to need is a metal spoon. Don't take the one out of the kitchen. Your wife's going to be pissed off, or your significant other is going to be angry that you took one of the utensils that you used to eat to make a smoke device, even though it can be cleaned, but it's going to get scratched up probably. Next thing you're going to need is a relatively pretty cheap coffee grinder. I've had this one for a while. I actually don't even know where this came from. It showed up one day in the cabinet and decided to use it. This one's got a retractable cord. I don't know if some of the newer ones have this feature, but you can find one like this. It's great. I also have a link to a coffee grinder on my instruction video. So another thing you're going to need is a funnel. So I modified this aluminum funnel. I cut the small opening to make a larger mouth to help fill the can. I also added this 2-inch diameter tube by gluing on this tube to the funnel. And what this does is it helps stabilize the funnel on the can while you're pushing the mixture down with a spoon. So we have the wood base to help stabilize the can. Now I have something to help stabilize the funnel. So you don't actually need to get one. I will be including a funnel in the kit that has this modification. It's a stainless steel funnel, and I'll be using stainless steel tube, and it will be welded to the funnel. So you don't actually have to go out and get that. That will be included in the kit. So some new projects. This is the M8 Mini. I call it the M8 Mini because to its predecessor, the M8, it's taller in size, but it's smaller in volume, smaller diameter. This one's about 8 fluid ounces, and this one I'm figuring it's about 2/3 the capacity of the M8. So it's a lot more compact. It is an aluminum body, so it's a bit stronger. This is, tin steel, but once it's filled, it's pretty solid. This will fit into like a flashbang pouch that you can get pretty much anywhere. This will have a quicker burn time. The M8 has a 2-minute burn time or smoke time. This one I'm estimating about 1:20, maybe 1.5 minutes, possibly. It will have a smaller jet on the bottom. This is a 1/2-inch hole, and this will have a 3/8 hole. So maybe that will contribute to how much oxygen comes into the tube and helps the burn. This is one of the finished ones. It's already got the sticker on the bottom. So I'm going to do a test video on this one as well. Another project that I haven't posted about is I'm going to be working on a twist top design. So instead of pulling this pulling the ring for the ignition, I'm going to be working on a twist head where you're going to have to give it, somewhat a significant twist on it, and it will essentially work the same way. So that's something I'm going to be working on in the future. And another faraway project is I now know the threads of this can. So I will be working on a launchable version of the M8. Whether it's something where it's CO2 powered, or it uses some type of burst to send it off at a certain distance. I'm going to be working on a launchable, kind of like countermeasure version of the M8. And that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a message. Leave a comment on the video, send me a message directly, whatever you want, and I'll respond as soon as I can. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the release of the M8 smoke device kit.